Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, pirates of all kinds and likes. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. This is the one and only Rumboyz Fantasy Network live here on YouTube. This is our Friday night show, Rumboyz After Dark, where we break down all of the latest, and greatest topics across the NFL, and also hit you with a little bit of fantasy football analysis as well. Make sure that you strap in, pour yourself a drink, put the kids to bed, all that good stuff. It's time. But first, in order to make sure that we keep all the lights on and stuff like that, so I can keep buying dope art and shit, we got to pay the bills. And the first thing that I want to do is I want to shout out to all my G's out there. Yo, G's up. Let's go. Shout out to GLD, shopgld.com, promo code GLDG rum. We are going to be having a giveaway, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But promo code GLDG rum, honestly, our ice makes for the perfect holiday gift. Everything from chains, watches, you name it. I've seen people getting Black Panther on a chain. I've seen people getting Hulk or Iron Man on a chain. I've seen people ice out like crazy shit. My homie last week, he just got him he's a Jayhawks fan, got him a Kansas chain. Yo, it's lit. Make sure y'all get over there and check out the shop and check out all the different things that we got. Official licensed jewelry over there at shopgld.com. Also, I want to shout out our homies over at All 22. That's right, big shout out to our homies over at All 22, powered by Pro Football Focus, the brand new fantasy football format. Think of it as your Madden franchise mode, if you will. This is your opportunity to download a full 53-man roster and be able to take hold of every aspect of the game of fantasy football. So those big pancake blocks when your punter puts them down into the one, all that good stuff. You're drafting a full 53-man roster. The team and I have been having a lot of fun with it back here behind the scenes. We want you guys to get involved with it too. 40% off the subscription price when you use our promo code Rumboyz. You'll see it down below. Also, I want to shout out our homies at Champions Round. Link is in the description. Definitely check that out. $12 over on Champions Round. Click the link in the description. $12 buy-in for any of our polls over there. You get 7 out of the 12 right for our daily dozen. You get $2,400. That's an easy $2,400. How many times have you hit a card with 7 fucking props correct? So get on over there. I missed a card the other day, just by one. I was one pick away. I was like, damn, so get on over there. Some good money to make over there. Also want to shout out our homies over at mkfmonkeyknifefight.com. Get a 100% match on your very first deposit, all the way up to $100. That's right, MKF, promo code Rumboyz. Download the Monkey Knife Fight app, available on iOS and Android for all of your daily fantasy player prop needs. Let's go ahead and get into the show, though. You already know. Ladies and gentlemen, first up here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, also representing going forward to give it up for my homie, my co-host, Drop the Mic FF.
Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. Let's go. Friday night. It's party time. Let's go. All right, I'm ready to go tonight. Let's do this.
Fuck yes. We have a really dope show sheet for the viewers. So this was going to be a dope episode.
Let's bring the other weirdo on stage.
Also, talk to him today. He's going to be possibly doing some work for us. So he's also part of the Rumboyz crew, also part of the Daily Sport. And give it up for the homie Taco TDS.
What's up, though, boys? I mean, we was having some good times last night till that halftime show, and I had to leave. But I made sure I came back for y'all because we have some good shit here. We got some good shit. They told me I couldn't talk about the rest of the game till now, so I came back. How about the Bills? Loving that dome. I got Gabe Davis and Diggs. Give me the dome. Give me the dome.
It's definitely gonna be. This is gonna be an exciting show sheet. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I got like college basketball on in the background. So if I have an overreaction, it is what it is. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls. What it do, Dilly.
Y'all see how transparent my drink is? I'm
That
here.
green screen fucking you up. What you sipping on? Incredible Hawk?
Yeah.
No, you got a Corona.
Listen. Hey, what it do?
What's good, Leafs? What's good? Jeremy, long time no see. My bad, Mike.
You're good. I got it.
What's good? What's good, bro?
And then we got our buddy Albert.
Albert showed some love on the Twitters the other day. I think he threw like a like or something, like a comment my way. Big ups to the homie Albert. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. You already know what we got to do. First topic of the night, we have to hit you with our Thursday night football review. Obviously, there was a game last night. It was in Lambeau, and look, we've kind of have buried the Packers enough as is on this show the last couple of weeks. Shout out to our resident Packers fan, St. Pat.
No, we have not.
Well, we're going to get into it here.
Yeah, buddy.
Pat, we hope that you are doing well. We hope that you are feeling better. We know that you've been under the weather, getting your ass kicked. But we do got to go in on your Packers. But also on the flip side of the coin, can the Tennessee Titans style of football potentially it's shaping up to where they're gonna be the favorite in the AFC South? So I don't want to necessarily say get them into the playoffs. Can it get them to the promised land though? And can that style of football win them playoff games, let alone? We'll start with you, Mike.
All right, so looking at the show sheet and knowing what was going to happen, I didn't say certain things last night. Today is a drop the mic soapbox night. I'm warning everyone. Almost every topic I'm going on a soapbox. Let's start with Tennessee. No, this will not sustain and get them to the promised land. They were the number 1 seed last year, and it didn't get them to the promised land. They're a worse team this year. They don't have the wideouts they had last year. They got rid of A.J. freaking Brown. Yes, Treylon Brooks is starting to show up, but he ain't no AJB. I'm sorry what you say. Robert Woods is not Robert Woods that he used to be. They got Derrick Henry. Ryan Tannehill is a shell of himself and could be the next quarterback in Atlanta next year. I'm just saying. I mean, Arthur Smith is down there. I'm just saying. He's not starting. He's not going to be starting in Tennessee, I don't think. That's just, who knows? Here's the thing. I think they will get to the playoffs. That division sucks. You got Houston, who sucks. You got Jacksonville, who hasn't won games, but been putting them in positions. I want to bring this up because we don't know if this guy's going to get suspended. Their OC just got arrested for freaking DUI after having celebratory beers on the plane because it was right after leaving the freaking airport.
And the whole league is coming down on everybody for drinking post game. Washington just got dinged for it as well.
Yeah, and they just put a freaking memo out today. So who knows about that? But my biggest thing is the defense is decent, but they're not. They're going to get to the playoffs and maybe they win a game, but they're not going to go to the promised land. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, I got to go to the other side of the ball. I know we've knocked Green Bay, but I'm going to knock them again.
No, go for it.
They got 7 losses so far. This is what I think they should do.
Blow that bitch up. Blow that bitch up.
But you can't. We know you can't trade. You know you can't do this. But this coming Sunday, they go to Philly. Philly's going to be pissed off that they lost to Washington, even if they ruined it, whatever. I'm calling it right now. I know we're not supposed to call games until later on, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying my best bet or anything like that.
No, go ahead. You're fine.
I'm just saying Green Bay's going to get their backs blown out next week. Okay?
I could see that. I see that.
Philly's going to beat them next week. Then the week after that, they play Chicago. That's not an easy win anymore. Then in week 14, they have their bye week. Okay? They could be 9-loss team before their bye week. No one saw that, even with Devontae leaving and Aaron being the money-grabbing hoe that he is and freaking going and doing mushrooms or acid or whatever he did. Ayahuasca in the freaking rainforest. Here's the thing. What I think they should do.
Last time I did DMT, I came out and I was better.
But this is what I think they should do. If they even lose one of those two, you don't want to lose your 11th pick going up to 19 because Rodgers gets a wild hair up his ass and wins 3 in a row. They should sit him down in their bye week and say, "You're done. We need to see if Jordan Love is the real deal. Let Jordan Love play the last 4 weeks and get a 10 or 11 pick and just call this freaking week done."
Right. Don't let Mike go off on any rants tonight.
I am sorry, but Green Bay needs to pack it in, pack it out, and let it begin for next year. Go, Taco.
Well, Mike is on a soggy soapbox because that shit just fell through. My God. First and foremost, why would you bench Aaron Rodgers when he looks the way he looks? Did you not see him last night? He was missing wide open shit. Fucking Sammy Watkins, wide open for the first time in his last couple years. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to just miss the ball." There was one time where he came out of the pocket. He's rolling up. There's Aaron Jones. He's about to throw it. He fucking just missed him. He almost threw it to the other defender. We're like, that would have been a pick six. I'm watching Aaron Rodgers, and I'm like, this reminds me 2-3 years ago where we thought he was washed, and everyone said he's washed, and he came back and won 2 more MVPs. So I'm not going to necessarily say he's washed, but he's showing some signs of damage. You know what I mean? It's not the same Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't have that same level of consistency with his throwing accuracy. He's not making the big plays that he used to make. He's not getting the first downs that he used to get. We're not seeing him extend the plays with his legs like he used to. So, I mean, honestly, if I'm Green Bay, I let him rock. I let it go because at this point in time, he ain't winning shit. I'm just going to let him just keep playing, keep making the fans happy, keep making sure I sell my tickets, make sure the fans are up there drinking all the beer because they're watching the end of Aaron Rodgers. But you don't take Aaron Rodgers out because he's actually helping you get to the better picks. Because honestly, if Jordan Love would have been it, you wouldn't have done what you've done with Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to sit there and go through all that shit. You would have traded Aaron Rodgers.
No. This is where I'm gonna disagree because that is typical Green Bay shit. By the way, make sure that you guys share the content on all of your social media platforms. Just went ahead and shared it on my Facebook. Also got a tweet out, so make sure you guys go show some love, share the content. Look, I'm sorry to cut you off, Taco, but on Aaron Rodgers come up, it was the same thing with Favre. They had set Rodgers for almost 4 fucking years.
Yep.
Okay, while you are right, sir, you didn't have to give him that contract. You had teams that were willing to fucking pay a ransom for him.
But this
Jordan Love was halfway decent.
Team still allows its owners to fucking be ownership via stock certificates, bro.
Oh, I love that shit. I think that shit's cool. But at the same
I love that. I love that aspect too. But this team is so archaic in the way that it operates. I love that part. Okay, that is good. Okay, but I use that to bring up the fact that, pardon me, to bring up the fact that you're not doing anything and you're not putting anything together to make yourselves better.
So then here's the question. If the Packers would have traded Brett Favre a year before he was ready, gotten that package, so now you have more weapons for Rodgers, does Rodgers win another chip? Does Rodgers now start have more ammo that would have been developed for him?
Not early on because Rodgers had to learn the game, and he had some lumps, when he first started off. But what I will say is that you had ample amount of time and opportunity to be able to get Rodgers pieces. And you shit the bed.
That's true. Not saying no. But he just won 2 MVPs.
What's up, Asia?
And, I mean, the biggest problem was when Devontae Adams, or when Adams left, you didn't replace him. There was a huge hole. And then Aaron Rodgers. So if you couple a reduction of wide receiver plus a reduction in skills, that looks like a bigger gap than it is.
There was no they to me they didn't waive money at anybody.
No, none. What are you doing? If you're gonna punt the season, just fucking trade Aaron Rodgers, get some more picks, and really punt the season. Especially with the QBs that were in this class, they would have been much better off if they would have traded Aaron Rodgers.
Using welfare money to fund volleyball. Holy shit!
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Yep, this is Brett Favre all over again, and they fucked up with Brett Favre because they should have traded him a year early.
So, Taco, I know we're talking about Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
but I saw your look on your face. I want to know what you think about Tennessee.
Tennessee is poo-poo.
Thank you.
Tennessee can't win shit. I mean, the Giants fucking beat them. If we're calling Tennessee,
that was week 1 though.
I don't care. We still did it, and we've kept it. We've kept our momentum up since then. So it's not like we got worse.
No.
You know what I mean? And I'll say this: I do like Treylon Burks. I do like. I was calling the beginning of his breakout last night. But I just overall, I don't like Tannehill, like you said. But I don't think he's going to Atlanta. I think he's going to Indiana. Because they're all about the washed-up quarterback.
No.
You have Wentz, you have Ryan, and now you're going to get Tannehill.
I think that's going to change now.
They have to change that. They're changing that.
With what? What are they going to get?
Who knows? But I'm just saying they've realized it's not going to work. They got rid of the head coach. I think they're just going to change. I think they're going to change philosophy. That's my issue.
Irsay's at a point to where he would rather just throw fucking darts until something hits than rebirth the exact same philosophy.
So we gonna see Jacoby Brissett come back? Is that what it sounds like?
They're not doing the veteran thing.
They're gonna tank next year.
They're gonna tank. They're gonna tank hard. They're gonna be shit for a while.
They're tanking now.
Yeah, they're already tanking.
I mean, they beat the Raiders in their first game.
Come on, they beat the Chiefs too. What are you trying to say?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. And one thing that we've noticed here is Jonathan Taylor is looking like he's back, which was a big thing that was holding him back to start the season, is that you weren't getting that production out of Taylor. I think everyone can say that offensive line is underperforming. That offensive line should be better.
Hey,
this is the kind of team that could turn it around in a year. We
definitely have your mom and your family in our prayers, Asia. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully, we can give you a little break, from a little distraction from real life problems. I'm so sorry to hear that.
God bless you and your family, Asia. Very sorry to hear that. That's a tough one.
Absolutely. This man changed his background to the freaking background.
That's hot sex on a platter, as the Tribe Called Quest would say.
Will Levi's to Indy. I've been seeing that mocked up a lot recently, actually, and I kind of like it.
Was that a rookie? That's one of these kids coming out the
he plays at Kentucky. Mm. Yeah, he's nice.
Be honest, I think he poo-poo.
That's my favorite time, man. Once the season ends and I start seeing all you guys doing your dynasty shit, because I'm a redraft guy, so I don't gotta look at these. I don't really watch college. I don't look at these kids until they get to the draft. And
I'm in a league where I drafted freshmen. I'm in a league where I have freshmen on my team. Okay? Yeah,
but that's why I watch you guys when I'm not like on the show sometimes, because I learn about some of these guys that I don't have the time to scout. But you guys are so deep in it that it's like, oh, hey, now I know about this guy, and that helps us.
I don't have time to scout, but I still do it.
Everything that could go wrong is going wrong with my Lakers. That's my answer in short. Jazz 31-13 over Suns. Fuck, knew it.
Oh, how about this? I got one note. Jamie, I just traded for Njoku after our conversation after that last show. I did Brian Robinson for Njoku, baby. Let's go. Top 5 tight end. Yeah.
Are you an idiot?
What, Brian Robinson Jr.?
Yes. Think about what the fuck he just said. Think about everything in that sentence that he just said.
But I don't want him to ruin one of my. I don't want to ruin. He can't ruin one of my takes for later on tonight.
Bro, my team is stacked. I got Tony Costa and Barkley. They don't need Brian Robinson.
No. Leave. Be quiet. I got a point later. It's okay.
I'd rather have Pacheco than Brian Robinson. Give me Pacheco, baby.
Yeah, I was about to say, me and you will do the rest of the show.
I'm telling you.
Oh, God.
I already like Pacheco. You're good. All right, Robbie, what is your take? Robbie, what is your take on Tennessee and Green Bay?
I need to have a beer.
I know you like King Henry, but what do you think about the team?
Hang on. Give me like 2 seconds.
I do think that Derrick Henry is the best quarterback Tennessee's had in a while.
That was a nice
Don't
catch.
hate, bro. Don't hate. When Watson comes back with Njoku, plus my team is nasty. Like nasty. Like I'm stacked.
Anyways,
like Long Island nasty.
Anyways, we'll get into that later. Let's stay on topic. Let's be professional.
Yes.
God damn it. Fucking idiots.
Championships, baby. Championships.
God. Now when you get your shit pushed into the championship, and that's the reason why, I'm gonna be like,
Brian Robinson?
Told you so. Told you so. Told you
fucking
so.
Washington Commanders. They're gonna be game scripting out.
Bro, Robinson is going to be a home run hit, a league winner. The Cleveland Browns, one, have been shit. Two, now you have to game plan and get Watson back reacclimated.
I thought we were
That's going
staying
to take time. And the time when he's coming back, guess what? That's a game where you're going to get your shit fucked. And you're gonna be fuck, why'd I do this? Da, 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 da. And now you're fucking facing elimination. And
just like Watson,
it is what it is.
It's gonna be Watson and Watson. Christian Watson started the party. Deshaun Watson gonna end the party.
This is the perfect time for you to go in on the Packers. This is the perfect time for you to go in on the Packers.
Yes. Please.
Also with Christian Watson, he's been dealing with massive lingering injuries throughout the whole entire season. Do not expect him to be able to be sustainable throughout the fantasy playoffs. No, I am not predicting an injury. Okay, I want to make sure that I am saying that. Excuse me. But you need to be wary. You need to be aware. You need to take that into consideration. During the 3 touchdown game, he had already, been limpy and gimpy. Rodgers is fucking not able to hit the right side of a barn right now. Okay, take that also into consideration. Rodgers is putting receivers in very, very bad places. Receivers are getting lit up just running fucking routes. And it's at the point now where it's like, no, I think these guys are actually running the right routes, and you're just throwing them into shitty fucking coverage. So that's the whole thing with Christian Watson from a fantasy standpoint. The Packers are going to get ready to do what Mike was saying, and they're going to start getting ready to shut down shop a lot sooner than later, because they're going to start thinking about the future, because they're eventually going to wake up and they're going to be like, you know what, like, we can't deal with this. Media is going to get to them. Well, and it's eventually going to be like, you know what? No, Rodgers, like, we're gonna give you one more year. We're gonna try and get you weapons.
Yep.
I
mean, here's another thing to add, Robbie. They are 6 games out of first place, and they're in second place in the division. They're not going anywhere.
No, they're not. No. They're not fucking going anywhere.
How far are they out of the wild card?
Like 3.
God. Like, yeah, they're like 3 or 4 games back, bro.
They're 4-7 right now.
CBS had them 17th in fucking power rankings. Green Bay. And name value is what's keeping you from being below the 20s at that point. Aaron Rodgers is keeping you from being ranked 20th below in power rankings at that point. There is no turning it around for Green Bay. Now with Tennessee, I think that we shouldn't be surprised if that style of football can win them a game, running, in between the tackles, low and slow, keeping the ball out of the opposing quarterback's hands. You have a pretty decent defense that can keep you in games. And that's just what Vrabel does. Yes, Watson is also very, very touchdown dependent to what Humboldt 12 is saying. I was okay with it. I wasn't rooting for it, Asia. But with that being said, and with that being stated, I'm not banking on Tennessee to win a game. I'm not banking on that style of football to have the ability to take them to a Super Bowl. The only way that it happens is if some miracle shit, like I'm talking like helmet catch, like type of shit. Except it has to happen within the locker room, where like by some miracle, Burks, Woods, Westbrook King, Okwanu, Hooper, those guys in the passing game will suddenly decide that, like, oh shit, we're all fucking elite now. And I don't see that. You're not going from Basura to elite as a receiver between now and January. It's just not happening. With the offense court getting DUI could be good for the Titans. I mean, now you're forced to change up your playbook for a little while. Addressing that I don't know if they completely how the punishment was going to work with that. Because like, yo, the team was having celebratory beers. Like everybody was on the plane, fucking drinking. You know, so you as an organization, you're at fault because you put him in the position. I get that he could have like taken like a Uber or Lyft or whatever, but like, you know, luckily nobody was hurt. Definitely not excusing it. But at the same time, the punishment has to be like adequate. It's like it's your first one.
But here's the thing:
the team put you in the position. The team fucked you over. You know, in a way, like the team should have been like, "Hey, we'll get you a ride."
But does the league use him as the scapegoat to get everyone to knock it off? Like
no,
they have in the past.
Because
like they have in the past.
These are grown men. These are grown men. And what I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna be the sports personality to be a Karen in this situation and be like, oh well, like you should like you just beat one of the most legendary quarterbacks of all fucking time. Have yourself a beer. Don't drive, but have yourself a beer.
No, and I'm okay with the beer part. It's the fact that he got behind a vehicle and got arrested for DUI.
Yeah.
Players have done it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
multiple coaches have done it. Coaches have done it all throughout.
I'm just saying, look at things that have happened that have turned out. I'm not going to bring up certain instances, but look at things that have happened a lot worse than just getting a DUI and no one passing away.
Like with Stallworth, the dude that was playing with the Patriots, and he killed the guy in the crosswalk when it was going by, like, or even Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, like, not all of them are adults. A lot of these kids that are coming up straight from college, that's the life.
But he's an offensive coordinator.
You're right.
You're in a leadership position.
You're right. But
so it's different for you.
Him and he's not getting a really harsh penalty. What are they gonna say? What the fuck does it matter? This shit doesn't matter. You have to make an example out of him.
I think what what Hubble is saying. I think that that's what the league should approach these type of situations is like if I'm the Titans, like, yo, like 10 days away from the fucking team and away from the facility, like you're suspended for like 10 days, like.
Well, let me ask you a hypothetical, okay? I know we're getting off topic, but since there's only 3 of us, we can kind of do this. What if we would have seen that video of Kirk Cousins all up in the airplane, having all the chains, freaking partying, and then that next morning he got pulled over for a DUI? We'd be acting completely different. But because it's a coach, should they should be held to the same? Should they be held to the same standard? And the question and the answer to me is yes. I don't care if you're a player or a coach; you're still a part of the team. If that was me or you getting a DUI, we would be getting in trouble. Why don't
leadership has to be held to a higher standard? You cannot be setting the example and then acting like you're everybody else.
Acting an ass. But I just feel like make it adequate.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying
make sure that shit's
No, I'm not saying that either. I just have a weird feeling because the way
I don't think he should lose his job. Like I don't think he should lose his job. Like I don't think he should lose his job by any means. Like
right. But you be punished. You get like a month no pay. You force your team now to miss your offensive coordinator during this playoff push. You do something. Maybe you say you're ineligible for the playoffs if you make it, or something like that. I don't know, but you have to give him something because he's in leadership.
I would do like a suspension thing, like hey, you're suspended for like a month or something.
Yeah,
or either like you're like 10 days away from the team and away from the facility.
And then, like, if there wasn't like a huge, like, if this wasn't rampant throughout the league through players and coaches, and you cannot, the NFL, think about it, they're role models for young kids.
But
At the
them
end of the
sending
day, that's
the other thing is
one of their jobs.
the other thing to me is
But they're also
them
adults
sending.
too.
Oh, they're adults, but the reason I think they're going to come down a little harsher than I think they might need to be or should is because they came out with the memo today saying knock this shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came out. Yeah, they came out with the memo today. Like, that one's a weird. And I'm glad that we did take time to kind of bring this up because like that one's weird. Where it's like you're an adult, you should be able to have a beer. Like you should be able to have a drink. Like it's
Don't tell me they can't afford an Uber or a car service.
and that's what I'm saying.
If that was Derrick Henry, everyone would be saying he should get suspended.
Yeah.
But that's
And
also
God forbid
that's
you
also
kill
people
someone.
speaking. But that's also people speaking from like a fantasy, like aspect. Like for me, it's like yeah, like give him his suspension. Make sure it's adequate, make sure it fits. And that's the same thing I'm saying with this. Give him his suspension, make sure it's adequate, make sure it's fits. But let's also let's fucking be reasonable. Like let's kind of like be reasonable about it. Like if someone got hurt, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, like fuck, like furthest extent, Luckily, no one was hurt.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing, because you know what? It's not always that lucky.
Yeah, I say yeah, three game suspension,
Yeah.
like, and that's what I would do, like in a scenario where no one is hurt.
I'll be honest, that might even be too harsh. You know what I mean? Like that's a good penalty because you look at it and you're like, damn, that might be a little too harsh. Then,
bro, we have players getting suspended 6 games for fucking smoking a joint at their house.
I mean, you get players suspended 13 games for just getting a massage.
If it's your first time, player, oh my fucking gosh.
That was not just a massage, and it was multiple.
That was not just a massage.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Far from just a massage. Weird motherfucker. God, I hate him. I hate him so fucking much. I hate him with a passion. But no, like I feel like a 3 game suspension, like for your first Dewey, like that'd be adequate. I feel like 3 games, like if you pop, like of course, like during the off season, it's okay for players to smoke, but like during the season, they're not supposed to. If you get popped for smoking during season, I feel like 3 games would be adequate. Like we need to start with the NFL. We need to start making things fit. What's going on. Yeah, Avenged Nerd is a Avengers fan. That would
that works.
Bro, the next couple of Avengers movies are going to be so sick.
Of course, it's Disney. They have a big ass budget.
They're gonna have that multiverse shit, bro.
Let's get into the next topic. And I'm trying to remember it really quick. Like wait, let me double check to make sure I do have this. Yeah, let me. Just because like I know me, and like
we know you. That's why I'm saying
I'll make up some shit.
Bills.
Wait,
okay, I got it. Alrighty. So super controversial. Well, not controversial. I guess.
Yeah.
You have the Browns-Bills game. Supposed to take place in Buffalo. Buffalo got hit with 6 feet of fucking snow.
And they got more coming.
And they have more. Yeah, and they have more coming. Okay. Obviously, this created impossible conditions to where like you can't put players out there. More importantly, you cannot have fans come out there and have to drive there and risk and so on and so forth. At this point, these conditions fucking completely unplayable. All right, just straight up, like I'll be honest. Like I'll be honest, you're not fucking playing in 8 fucking feet of snow. You're just not.
Well, let's just go around the horn.
You've never fucking lived around snow. And
Let's go
making
around.
teams know.
No. I understand that, but let's go around the horn, and I will give my reasoning.
All right. With that being said, the game is moved to Detroit. To avoid this in the future, do you see the NFL eventually just moving all games to domes? Or do the elements, the outdoor elements, the seasons have a place within the sport of football? Taco, you go first.
First and foremost, I want to thank the commissioner for coming to his head and making this great decision with the rest of the league. I appreciate you taking the Bills out of that shitty situation because I am in a must-win this week. I'm facing Watson, and I have Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs in my lineup.
You selfish ass!
So you've saved me, and I will not disrespect you at all for this. With that being said, it's fucking an anomaly. How many times do you have 6 feet of fucking snow in a game? That's bad.
That's a super anomaly. That's super an anomaly.
So, like, yes, the element should still be a part of it, but this is like fucking like a disaster. It's like if a hurricane was coming through. You're not going to put the guys to play in a hurricane.
Snow, not 6 feet of fucking snow. There's two totally completely different things.
Like if Devin Singletary walks out there and the snow is bigger than him, then we got a problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it's at his waist, okay, cool. Above his head, all right. Maybe we reconsider this one.
Singletary's 5'7".
Earlier, like if this, like, I don't know, it would be hard to like reschedule a game. So, like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna cancel it? You can't do that. You're gonna force play. What if a player gets hurt in that because of this situation? What if you have 2 or 3 players hurt? What if Josh Allen, who you're gonna want to showcase during the playoffs, gets hurt and hurt for the season, hurt bad because of this weather, between hamstrings, bones? No, it's just overall a good look. But going forward, so long as you don't have an anomaly like this, they'll play in the weather. When it's snowing, they'll be out there. In the Green Bay game, it was snowing. There wasn't any issue. But that was snow. This is
that was barely 2 feet of snow. Like,
right. I mean, 2 feet is still like 2 feet. It's still snow. You're still playing in it.
No, yeah. Mike.
December 10th, 2017. Do you guys remember what happened that day?
That was a crazy game. That was a crazy snow game. Do
you remember, Taco?
I think
wasn't that fucking. Go ahead, Taco.
I said I think so, but please enlighten me, sir. I just started pounding beers.
Buffalo, freaking New York. Got 3.5 feet of snow, and Shady McCoy went off like a motherfucker.
3.5 feet, though. That is completely different.
I know. That's just the start of my point. God damn it! Let me speak. You've known since yesterday that I was going to do this.
Go ahead.
Who in their right mind would? Okay, just like freaking Tacos over here saying, "Oh, I got Gabe Davis. I can't lose tomorrow." Woo. Who in their right mind would not want to see Nick Chubb run through snow?
Me. I would
not 6 feet of snow. I want to see him run through snow, not 6 feet of snow.
Here's the thing. You're going to tell me that wouldn't be pushed away? It's not going to be 6 feet. It's not going to be 6 feet on the goddamn field. It's going to be freaking 6 feet on the sidelines.
But no. But Mike, remember, accumulation during the game. If it's coming down during the game, it could accumulate on the field.
No, I get it.
This is Buffalo snow. This is not other snow state snow. This is fucking upstate New York snow.
Yes, I know. I got family in Orchard Park. I'm aware of that.
This shit's unforgiving.
Okay. Let's say that, I'm going to go off the soapbox of them actually moving the game. I'm going to go to the other soapbox. And that is this. Yes, do not put games in domes like Taco said. It's an anomaly. But let's not forget, there's a slight chance that Buffalo can't even get to fucking Detroit. So, was it the fact that they, if we're going to move it to Detroit, fine, but if you can't even get to goddamn Detroit, why are we even moving
it? They are fucked. They had
to cancel practice today because the players couldn't even get to the goddamn facility.
Yeah, the players couldn't get to the facility.
Okay, and here's the other thing. I understand Detroit, it was the only city that they could hold it because they thought about Minnesota, but Minnesota's playing at home, blah, 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 blah. And me and you talked about this last night, Robbie. You know why I don't think Detroit was the right place to put this game? One, it's closer to freaking Cleveland, and Buffalo's supposed to have the home game. But guess where Buffalo plays next week?
Detroit.
On Thursday.
So it's actually beneficial.
Well,
no
it's
travel.
It's for no travel. But players don't want to travel they don't want to stay in Detroit on freaking Thanksgiving week.
I'd rather be in Detroit than in the airport.
I was trying to say that freaking M&M should go. They should get mom's spaghetti. But the problem is, Robbie made a very valid point. If I'm in M&M, I'm not giving any of my mom's spaghetti to the goddamn visiting team.
Yeah, you don't feed the visiting team when they come to your town. Aaron Rodgers would not play in 6 feet of snow. So no one in their right mind would play in 6 feet of snow.
But let's be real here. And I know I'm going on a soapbox or whatever, but let's be real. The biggest reason they're doing this has nothing to do with the field itself. It has to do with the fans coming in and the fact that they're going to lose money because they're not going to have the fans in the seats.
And isn't that at the end of the day what this is?
Buffalo fans travel, though. Buffalo fans travel.
If you can get to the stadium.
Oh, they will.
If the players can't even get to the practice,
they will.
Do you not see them with the catch up and going through tables? Do you not know what fan base you're talking about?
Yeah, they will find a fucking way.
Did you see what the Lions official Twitter page put online?
Exactly. Yeah.
Numbers by the phone.
Yeah.
Numbers by the phone. Please don't break our tables.
Please don't break tables.
Hey.
They do that nasty shit with the ketchup and the mustard. Like, these motherfuckers are crazy.
They are insane. They are insane.
What I'm afraid of is stuff, and this is what you were bringing up last night, Robbie. I'm afraid of stuff like this, and I know it's an anomaly, but the more and more stuff happens, like even when the Chiefs were supposed to play Tampa and they were maybe going to move the game, whatever, they're going to take the. No, I know, but I'm just saying. I know it was a hurricane. They should have moved it. But the more and more,
Mike is like, fuck all natural disasters.
No,
extreme weather football.
No, all I'm saying is the more and more this stuff happens, we are going to get all domes, and I don't like that.
I don't know about all domes. I think retractables is going to be the way.
I think you'll get what'll happen is you'll get retractables, and there'll be rules to
yes. But then they're going to take. But then if you have a retractable roof and it's a rain outside, they're still going to close it, and I don't like that.
No, what I'm thinking is there will be stipulations to severe weather conditions.
As long as they don't change the water.
It's in baseball. The Astros, like the one game that we were playing in them, and we almost hit the home run was because the thing was open. And the next day it was closed, and they're like, the Astros don't even control this. MLB controls this because they have certain standards and guidelines. If it's this much precipitation coming, if it's this going on, if the winds are this. So this would all be premeditated and worked out through the ownership and the players committee coming to an amicable agreement that both sides would agree on. So it's not like they're going to
it'll be like, hey, 2 feet of snow. All right, cool. Let it rip. Like 3-4 feet of snow. Let it rip.
Right.
That bitch gets like 5-6 feet. Yo, no, we're not doing
that. As long as
thunderstorms are out there, just close this shit up and we'll play.
As long as they don't rule out, get rid of weather, I'm okay with it.
Right, but look at thunderstorms. They can't be on the field when a thunderstorm happens, and they have starts and all that.
You just can't. Thunder's okay. It's the lightning.
Right, lightning. So, that would be a big benefit.
Play football, damn it. Yo, I'm gonna be straight up. If somebody, I've played in snow games here in Colorado, like at elevation. There's even a certain point where I'm like, yeah, no, like I'm not doing that. Like there are certain points where it's like where honestly you can't even get out of your house. So the game just gets called anyways.
When I see that sub-zero temperature and all that snow, all I think about is hamstrings. I'm like, how many motherfuckers are going to pull a hamstring because they can't keep warm enough, and they're going to do a full burst acceleration. The muscles aren't warm enough, and boop, there goes your hamstring.
Yep, bro. It's playing in cold conditions is completely different. And I saw someone kind of bring up the point of, well, every other sport, plays like indoors. Why doesn't football? Well, our sport is built on, and when it first invented, part of it was predicated on like this war game type of strategy to where the elements were meant to be involved. You know,
Yep.
so I mean, it's just kind of one of those things. I mean, I think that retractables is the way to go in having a terms and conditions of severe like weather conditions of what you're gonna do. And then that also gives you the ability, the money that you were that the money that you're spending on giving fans free tickets to shovel out fucking snow. That's now money that you give back to the city to where plows can create routes so that fans can get to the game safely. Not that you're not already spending money in that anyways, but now you can double down and you can spend more. And Buffalo's a city and a community that's about that anyways. So y'all hear about this? We talked about turf versus y'all hear about turf versus grass?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
All right, so I got something to say about that because it's not Taco's fault, but it's Taco's team's fault.
Bro, I have something about that too.
Okay, so we're all probably on the same page then.
Yeah.
So I listened to the entire podcast today of what Taco was bringing up last night about Travis Kelce and
New Heights.
The New Heights. I listened to the entire pod today. Well, we already know that last week, 2 weeks ago, the players and even A-Rod Rodgers came out and was like, we need to have grass, not turf, blah blah. Well, then the league just came out and said we need to get rid of split there's some special whatever, and even the Kelce's were like, we didn't know there was different kinds of turf. We thought it was all, if it was artificial grass, if it's artificial turf, like back in the day in Philly, or the new stuff, like it's just one. And they're like, no, there's all these different stuff. And so everyone's all in uproar about blah, blah. And then out of nowhere today, was it yesterday or today, Taco? Today?
I want to say today.
It was today.
Out of nowhere, MetLife Stadium comes out and says, we're switching artificial turf in 2023.
But the contract was up, so it was a little different. It was actually scheduled.
No, I get it scheduled. So, all I'm saying is it's funny that they announce it right when it's like everyone's going to grass. We need grass. Get this figured out, league. Get this figured out with the.
I mean, that's not a coincidence.
So
no. That's my problem.
There is no difference. So okay. What the league claims is that there's no difference between injuries on grass and injuries on turf. They say there's about a 50-50, kind of like
they're hurt in the exact same spot at SoFi Stadium within 2 weeks. You're telling me that's not that's not coincidence.
I'm just
I know. No. You're saying what? No, I know.
Here's what I'll say. Hitting actual earth, like actual fucking grass, is significantly different than hitting turf. Mm-hmm. That turf shit hurts. Turf shit cuts up your skin. Like it's not friendly. It is very unforgiving.
I fell at Canton this year, trying to throw and catch. I slipped and fell trying to catch a ball, and that is turf. It did not feel good.
Turf, it's not the greatest shit. If you were to ask me, what do I have a preference on natural or artificial? Yeah, give me natural fucking ground all day. I naturally walk on it, so my body's already accustomed to it. I've been falling on that shit since I was a child, so my body's already naturally accustomed to it. We walking around with fucking tattoos and war wounds in this bitch. Like give me natural fucking like earth. Turf, I understand the whole aspect of it, and it was originally brought into where it was supposed to minimize injuries. And for a while, it kind of it seemed like it was working out, and I think that now we're finding out that it depends on the company that is making the turf.
Exactly.
See, that's the more interesting part to me. It's what other kind of turfs do they have, and do they actually have something that's more like real grass? Like, do they have some, like, because now it's been some years of them, and we know how these scientists get. They be cooking up some crazy shit. So I'm just wondering if the technology has finally gotten to the point where they've developed a better artificial grass or some kind of turf.
Why can't we just do real grass? Arizona literally has a platform that wheels out of the stadium, real grass, so they can water it, grow it outside, and wheels it back in.
The transition. Why can't we do that? I think that's a dope idea, but I wonder how much time and cost it takes for them to make that transition, because that could be the only thing that holds.
But if it's gonna limit injuries and the amount of money that you're gonna make on fans seeing longevity out of their premium stars, then it doesn't matter if you're gonna recuperate the cost. That shit was awful. I remember watching those games as a kid and be like, Dad, why are they playing on a fucking baseball field?
Yeah,
it's like because it's Oakland and they're poor.
In the show today, they were talking about the turf. And Kelsey Travis brought Oakland up. And he said that what drove him nuts because he only played there 2 years in Oakland, what he was talking to players about, what drove them nuts is we're all baseball fans here. All three of us are baseball fans. We've all been to live games. What does the ground crew do every 2 or 3 innings? They go out there and they redo and they water the hard spots. But they don't do that in a game. So he said within the first 5 minutes of a game, he literally fell in the end zone, which one of the end zones was dirt. He said his leg got scraped up so bad that every time he fell, even on artificial or regular grass the rest of the season, his scab on his shin got tore up every time. He goes, it was bullshit. Like, they should at least go out and water it so it's not so. He goes, the first thing you did when you caught the ball in the dirt was look and see where the nearest patch of grass
was. Yep. Hey, but that was shit that made fucking football, So I think that's an interesting argument. We'll see what the league does there. I don't think that we're going to be able to fit another one in before halftime. Let me look at the show sheet really fast. No, we rapid fire then. Yeah, we'll be fine on the second half. She ain't have to do yet. I'll eat your ass.
I was hungry.
Hey, that should have made you. All right, let's go ahead. I'm trying to think of what music video I want to get into.
Let me be me.
Okay.
I got you. I'm just going to put something.
What's going on? I'm just going to fam. So we're talking about Christmas songs, right?
I want the one below it. Okay.
Really quick before you press any other buttons, are you sure you have a music video selected?
I got a music video. Trust me.
God damn it.
You can trust me.
I have it ready.
All I gotta do is touch a button.
Other half of the show, we're gonna have a very quick, kind of discussion about the globalization of the game. We're gonna be continuing part 2 of that series from last week's segment. We're also gonna be visiting a very, 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 very dangerous division, but not the team that you think that we're gonna visit. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We have our best bets. We have a whole lot of fucking fantasy football talk that we're going to get really deep into. So stay tuned. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the wrong boys and girls want to do. Dilly dilly, y'all.
nigga made me suck my dick and pay me. She don't call back like, damn. And my brother's always busy. That's why shorty fucking with me. She the only one that give me. Yeah. And I rolled this here for 2. I just hop up in the whip. I hit up 6. She smoke it with me. Little bitch.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day, they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey Knife Fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey Knife Fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight. You are Monkey Knife Fight. We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey Knife Fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
Monkey Knife Fight! Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife...
I love
Monkey knife
love,
fight, monkey knife 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 fight. Woo!
I'm gonna let you have that because I'm laughing at fucking these two in the chat. BKB, like Seahawks for life, much love. Like he's just doing his typical, check in, dropping a like, and then Weeds at the bottom of the chat. Fuck the Seahawks.
I didn't even see that. I was still on the brand. I was still on the brand tab.
I was getting ready to do it, and then I just read the chat and I was like, I can't. I just started busting out laughing.
You saw me, and then I was like, screw it. All right.
No, I read the chat and I couldn't hold it together. There was no way. I just read fuck the Seahawks. Like
I gotta finish what I was doing.
What are you doing? Making something? Whenever you're making, Uber Eats some of that shit my way.
Bro, Uber Eats is so fucking expensive sometimes.
Oh, it is so expensive. Well, it's more expensive for you in New York.
That service charge, bro, would be like $15. Oh my god damn. You're lucky I can't go anywhere right now. Dad over here bitching. I'd rather pay $15.
One of the chicks I'm talking to, we were like talking about a place like we would travel, and I was like, yeah, but the problem with like if we stay in like New York and we up at like a telly and everything, like we gonna get hungry, And that Uber Eats fucking service charge. That was the first thing I brought up, dog.
But the other thing is, if you in New York, bro, you walk right the fuck out and you turn around and there's like turn around, like you literally just turn around and it's everything. And bro, they have like the best food. Like they have Little Italy and Chinatown.
Bro, I'm gonna need you to hit up some of these viral spots that are gonna pop up on TikTok. I need you to go get me a bacon, egg, and cheese and Aki way, bro. And post that shit.
Bro, I shit you not though. The chopped cheeses, bang bang.
Bro, you should that should be like a YouTube short and be like, so these are my picks for the day. Boom. Like on some like Ron Riggler shit, we just send you through like New York. Like on some like New York like side talk shit, we just send you through New York. Yo, what do you think about the game this week? Hey, yo, fuck this team. You know what I mean? You heard what I mean? Like, yo, we should do that. We should do that.
The people out here listen. People think New Yorkers are mean. We're just fucking real. But that's like whatever.
The channel would love that taco. We call it taco talks, and then we fucking edit that shit into a short. We do like a long version of it, and then
bro, I'd like when check this out when this dude came, Portnier was doing all that pizza shit.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, I should do Talking with Tacos on Tuesdays, and then just go into all these different taco spots and fucking just have like a fucking podcast, and fucking then I could be like to the owners, like, yeah, I'll sponsor, like, so I could always go to a different location, almost like how they do Drink Champs, but not quite because I just be in a fucking taco shop, like, you know what I mean?
No, if you traded Kamara for Mixon, I am so with that. That is sex.
Fucking dive off of Kamara as soon as possible. Jump. Because guess what? Andy Dalton is not going to keep that job much longer.
Nah.
And when Winston was the quarterback, guess what? Kamara's value went way down because Winston does not look at the running back. He's always looking deep downfield. So that Chris Olave play is going to look a lot better when Winston's there because he's going to see more deep ball threats versus what we're seeing with Kamara getting a little bit more.
Little TJ New York guy. Mm-hmm. He got the New York guy. Hornets versus Cavs, OT. Why is everyone going into fucking OT tonight?
What I hear? You heard that the Lakers and another team were looking at Miles or Mikal Bridges, the Bridges that had the assault with the girl.
It's listen.
Miles.
There ain't shit that we're gonna do this season that is going to help us. Okay.
I don't believe that.
There ain't shit.
Y'all are too talented.
You ain't shit.
You gotta trade Westbrook though.
We're
ain't gonna happen. No one wants him.
Stick a fucking fork in the.
No, I don't think that they don't want to. I think they're trying to build his value back up so they can try to not give up 2 picks but 1 pick.
Look, I can't even. It's at the point where I can't even.
They could also.
I don't have the emotional stability to feed into it.
This just shows you how mad I am about it. I'm not even excited about going to the game next week.
Bro, the shorty I'm talking to, I was like, yo, let's go to a fucking Lakers game. And she was like, we suck right now. I was like, you're right.
I saw a crazy stat. It was like, where was it? Klay Thompson shooting like 33% from 3-point
he's awful right now. He's not doing good.
And then Westbrook is shooting like 32% from 3-point range. It's like, like Westbrook has picked it up since he started coming off the bench.
He's got but
I just think he does. He's never matched.
We'll talk about that later. Let's get into the second half of the show now. Now that we're officially back, Mike is fucking stuffing his face with a sandwich. It looks delicious. The globalization of the game. All right. We'll kind of make this one quick because we already got into this last episode.
By the way, we predicted this.
We did predict this. So the NFL is looking at the next 2 NFL Euro locations for next season to be either France or Barcelona. Give us your pick and why. Go. Taco.
Both.
I'm so happy
Spain.
about that. Spain? You want Spain? Okay, bring him back. Bring him back. Like the fact that
but I would say both. They need to make both games happen. They need to double up like they've been doing. I think it's a great idea to grow the game. Think about all the revenues you generate for that.
they're only going to do one because they're already doing one in the UK, and the
What
UK
I
will
do
always
like
be a state.
about it, I mean, if I had to pick one of the two, I would say Barcelona. But I like that they're like going out there before like a bye week.
Smart ass.
But like they do it before the bye week. So I like that. So it's like, okay, like we traveled overseas, but next week at least we have a bye week.
Well,
if they do it like that, then I don't think these overseas games are as big of a deal because I mean normally they're traveling anyway. So the traveling now is maybe a couple more hours, but you have the bye week after that once you come back.
It's their choice, Taco.
Who?
The team that if you go to Europe, some teams earlier didn't have a bye because it was early. The team that goes, they get a pick. They get a pick if their buys after their game or not. It's their choice.
Yeah, I remember Seattle putting out.
Awesome.
I remember Seattle putting out a TikTok about that, and
it's their choice.
Yeah,
that's even better because they could be stupid enough to decide not to.
You want to know a reason, but you want to know a reason that will piss you off and why that's the reason it is. Why? The reason we have that 1 week with 6 teams on bye is because of that rule.
Wow.
Here's why it pisses me off, because if my team ever gets the opportunity to go fucking overseas, because Ron Rivera is our coach, he's always going to be like, fuck the bye.
Yep.
Because he just gambles everything away. Like, he'll gamble. That man does not care.
Give me an extra game.
Yo, I'll take 2.
Here is why I think Barcelona, and it has to go back to part of the reason we said last year. What was my reasoning for the fact that Germany was going to be so successful?
Something about the old pub?
Germany. My Germany's opinion more was adaptable
US base.
Well, my 2 reasons were the old base, the bases and everything, plus the fact that there was a team in Germany for the European Football League.
That was very good.
There was a team in Barcelona in the European Football League. So I'm just saying, there's some fans in Spain of American football partly because of that. And I still believe full-heartedly that it's not going to be an NFL division that goes to Europe. I believe that eventually they are going to
bring back NFL Europe.
The NFL Europe. And that's
but the NFL themselves are going to be fully embedded with it.
No, it's going to be their league.
Yeah, it'll be their league. Yep. And that's going to be their
and it's going to be a filter. It's going to be a filter.
You know what it should be like? Then they should turn it into soccer, where it's like, hey, if you're the worst placed team in the NFL and you're the best placed team in NFL Europe, you should fucking be able to like.
They won't do that. They won't do that. We're very far from that happening. We're very far from that happening.
It's going to be more like the G League.
So then why? That's a better idea than doing NFL Europe. Make that shit the fucking G League.
Yeah, in Europe.
Yeah, make it the G League in Europe because then you can do some crazy shit like that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be like their FIBA. It'll be like their FIBA.
Yeah.
It's And honestly, the way that they're going about it, it's very nice and slow. It's slow adaptation. I remember being very against London games. That was also prior to me having different, involvement with different projects, throughout the NFL, the league. Like, I've been very fortunate in my podcast career that where like this shit has like gotten me into like some doors. And now learning that, okay, you're doing this because of business reasons X, Y, and Z. This has nothing to do with our fantasy shit and our and once you start understanding like the bigger side of it, I like where Mike is going. It's like we do not know if this is official or not, okay? But this is this is a prediction that we are stating that we think that the NFL kind of takes this FIBA route.
And that's
You
why
know,
I think they're
this
going to
keeps
certain
the-
cities first. That's why the city map is not by chance. It is they're doing it on purpose. They're going to see what happens in Barcelona, and then they'll go to Paris because Paris didn't have a team.
You're
They
testing
need
your
to see
demographics. You're testing your travel routes. You're testing your viewership. You're testing what local bars and what local areas are willing to put up your players and such. Yeah,
and then you test what stadiums know how to sing West Virginia by John Denver, and then you keep going back. Hey, it was awesome, okay? I don't care what you said. I've listened to like, I don't know how. I keep going back to those videos, okay?
How about this though? They're probably gonna in the real NFL probably end up having a team in Mexico soon.
yeah. So that's when I think you're gonna have this full globalized game. You're gonna have like this full globalized game to where Mexico will be a part of that. Like you'll instead of like it being like NFL Euro, like it might be like NFL International. So like maybe that's where we get like a team.
Mexico was going to be inside the NFL.
I disagree.
I don't know, because maybe that's where you get a team in Hawaii. Then you get like a team like the Asia markets, and like you start trying to expand.
What I think
they're really trying.
I mean, Hawaii is a little tough, but I mean Mexico is right there. It's in the same continent. It's like
but it's still a 5-hour flight.
It's a 5-hour flight. It's different
Vegas.
time zones. It's different time
less
zones.
of a flight for me to go from New York to Mexico than it is to go from Vegas.
It's a 5-hour flight from LA to Mexico. It's a 5-hour flight from LA to Hawaii. It's the same freaking thing.
Yeah, it's still the same distance.
It's the exact same thing.
If that's the case, then I'm for that. That makes
the only
sense.
problem is with Hawaii is that Monday night football starts at 2 p.m. and Sunday morning football starts at 7 a.m.
But
that's what I'm saying. They're going to make an international league that'll take place during the off season. It'll be an off season thing.
Yeah, but this is why I disagree. I think they will start the NFL Europe eventually, like we're discussing. And instead of teams every year going to London like they have been, we're just going to have those games have 2 or 3 international games, and they will all be in Mexico. Because you won't need them in London because
you won't need them in London because London will have their own market. So like what you'll do is you'll probably put like 2 teams in London, 2 teams in Germany, a team in Spain, a team in France. You see if you can put one in Italy.
Yep. Rome.
And maybe you put another one somewhere else.
And the other thing I think they should do, if we're going to do this international thing right, you know how Jacksonville every home game every year they have one home game in London. Okay, whatever. Okay, and then you either have the Niners or the Cardinals be a home team in Mexico. Fine, I'm okay with that. You know what needs to happen? Buffalo needs to have a home game in Toronto.
Yes, yeah, we need to do that. That's something that definitely needs to happen. There needs to be like a Buffalo, Detroit, Toronto game.
Edmonton, wherever.
Yeah, Toronto. That's another city that could get an NFL team.
And that's my point.
Yeah, if NFL chooses to bring in 2 new teams,
because they're right there.
Yeah, or if you choose to bring in like 4 new teams and make a couple of Divisions 5.
Mm-hmm.
You already have one in Vegas. You put one in St. Louis, bring one back to Oakland. You put one in Toronto, one in Mexico.
I don't know if Oakland should get one when everyone's fleeing Oakland because they won't.
Okay, so you don't put one in Oakland. You put one back in St. Louis, and then you put one in. You put one in like Oklahoma City or some shit.
Or like,
Birmingham.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool because that's a great fan base.
You know who's wants another pro team, and I don't know if it will work for football, but Portland.
Okay. You can't have a stadium in Toronto. Everything is closed bloods. Oh shit!
Why can't you?
They still have COVID protocols.
Yeah, but I'm not saying this is going to happen in the next year or so. I'm talking when NFL Europe becomes NFL Europe.
I love the concept, and I love that we're globalizing. Give me a game in Barcelona.
What about a San Antonio team?
No, too many teams in Texas.
Too many teams in Texas. Too much Texas.
Texas is Texas.
Let's get
they can play where the
into
Blue Jays play. That the Toronto Argonauts do the same thing.
let's get into so this topic comes from a Facebook user. We actually had him on one stream once. I went to high school with him, homie Corey Miller.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He is a Chargers fan, and he loves our analysis. He loves our breakdowns. He usually goes back and watches all of our shows. What he would like to know is, so right now the Chargers, they do lead the league in drops, with 20 drops on the season so far. Now you can maybe attribute a good portion of that to there not being a Keenan Allen and a Mike Williams on the field for a good majority of the season. Those two were participants in practice today. It looks like this team could be getting them back. What are our thoughts on this team possibly getting the gang back together at full strength and full health? Or do we believe they're going to come back at full strength and full health?
I want Taco to go first.
And is it maybe time that we stick a fork in them, or do they have what it takes to at least get into wild card? Taco.
On the wild card, how many games back are they?
I'm looking right now.
Okay. I mean, overall, I'm not going to stick a fork in any team in the NFL because you never know how shit goes, especially with a super competitive division. I would say that not having your top two wide receivers while you're probably playing with injuries is kind of difficult. Like, people are looking at him like, bro, he first of all, he got banged up in a couple of these games, and he's playing through injury because he knows his team needs him, even though they have nobody around him. Then you're talking about you're dealing with a huge drop off in talent because let's face it, Keenan Allen's all pro, and everyone expected Mike Williams this year to eclipse Keenan Allen. So you're expecting big things from Keenan Allen. I mean, from Mike Williams. What happened?
One game out. They're the eight seed.
Oh yeah, no. They are right there. This is prime time, and the best part is now your number one, quote unquote, Josh Palmer is going to be your number 3. So I think hopefully that'll actually help Herbert because now the guy that he kind of had to force the ball to is now going to be just his third receiver. And I think that's going to really help him. At the end of the day, it's not like you play a bunch of receivers. They probably play 3 receivers, sometimes 4 receivers. But, having your top 2 guys then make a real impact. That's at least 60% of your pass catching. And they're not huge tight end people. So those wide receivers are really, really, really important. I mean, look at when Keenan Allen was there. He was a target hog. So, no, I'm not sticking a fork in them. No, they're not done. I think they can definitely make a run. I think in the playoffs, they're scary because, I mean, think about it. You got Bosa, you got Mac, any given Sunday. That pass rush can get there. And
Bosa comes back. If Bosa comes back.
If Bosa comes back, yeah. He's injured again. Yeah.
Oh, my God. That guy.
His yearly, spell.
Yeah. But Mac has been looking pretty good from what I've seen. So honestly, I like them. They can get hot, and now you're adding the 2 best weapons for Herbert, who, let's face it, everyone thought he was one of the best quarterbacks.
I don't know if they can get I feel like that they can get there.
Yeah.
I don't think that they can get hot. I think that they and it sucks, right? Because like if you're from a football purist, and I'm sorry, Mike, I know that this is within your division, but
hey, I picked them to win.
As a football purist, this team on paper always fucking has all the pieces. Always has all the pieces. Mm-hmm. I think what's the closest they've ever got in AFC? I don't think this team has ever even been in a dance. The closest they've gotten has been an AFC championship game.
Well, how long
have
they got to the Super Bowl a long time ago. They got to the Super Bowl back with Seau because they lost to the Niners when freaking Steve Young won his only chip.
Yes, you are correct. Yeah, Battle of California. Okay, you are correct.
But that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Fouts got you close. Breeze didn't pan out.
And Rivers got you to the chip.
Yep, Rivers got you to the chip. Like, I want Herbert to do what these other guys couldn't do. Because those were all great quarterbacks. This team can't catch a break.
Nope.
You try and draft fucking Eli, he's like, no, fuck that. You know, so you end up stuck with fucking Rivers. This team can't catch a break. I'm sorry. I'm giving it. The Chargers will get to the wild card. They will be one and done. And it's not Herbert's fault. It's not. And everyone needs to stop saying that Herbert sucks. Herbert does not suck.
Mm-mm.
All right, let me. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Okay, so yes, they're in my division, but let me preface by saying Robbie was here when I did it. The week before the season started, I said the Chiefs were not going to win the division. So I am not just saying that these guys suck, because they don't. Herbert does not suck. Anyone that says Herbert sucks can kiss my ass. Okay.
The Herbert shit is weird. The Herbert, like, people. Yeah, continue.
Okay. This part of my take is going to be fantasy implications, and part of it's not. And it just bugs me. I thought Mike Williams was going to be better than Mike Williams is this year. I know he's been dinged up, but even before he was dinged up, Mike Williams was not showing up on the field. Okay? To me, Keenan Allen, I like Keenan Allen, but Keenan Allen is a roller coaster who can't stay on the field right now. He's getting older. And also, Mike Williams is not a 1A. He has to have another player like Keenan Allen on the field. And if Keenan Allen can't stay on the field, it's not going to work. But what's the one thing that every quarterback needs to succeed? Time.
And there's no Rashawn Slater.
Thank you, Robbie. The biggest problem to me isn't the fact that the wide receivers are out. It isn't the fact that Bosa's out. It isn't the fact that J.C. Jackson is out on the IR. It's the fact that that offensive line finally got built up, and now they're sucking. Yes, Rashawn Slater is out for the year. It's injury related. I get that. But the other thing I want to bring up, and this is why I wanted Taco to go first, because I just wanted to say it, and I was hoping Taco didn't, and he didn't. I think Brandon Staley is part of the goddamn problem. And I think next year the head coach is Sean Payton. I'm saying it right now.
And why would Sean Payton want that?
I would love that. I would love it. If Sean Payton with Herbert, oh my gosh, that'd be so good.
Thank you.
People say Herbert sucks, and it's like, why would Sean Payton cover a job like that? Because he's a fucking generational quarterback.
Thank you. I think that he could be the coach next year if he doesn't become the head coach of a certain team with a 1-star rating on their helmet.
I think I'd rather take the San Diego job.
Well,
I'm researching a report really quick. I just got a report.
Is it the Vegas one?
The Washington thing.
Okay. I saw a Vegas report.
I like Herbert better than I like Dak. Oh, Mike, I got a question for you. Okay. Yeah. Real trade question.
I like Herbert better than Dak.
Fantasy or football?
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Football. And fantasy.
Foreman for Dak or Jamal Williams for Brady? Which would you rather do? One, both, one, which one or none?
I'm taking Dak over Foreman.
You're taking the Dak for Foreman deal?
No, I'm saying I'd rather have Dak.
Yeah, I'd rather have Dak. If I could unload Brady, I would, but I don't want to unload him for Dak.
Are you getting a QB or are you getting a running back?
I'm getting a QB.
I'd rather have Dak.
Go for Dak. That's what I thought. I'm just trying to get it so it passes next week, though, so I can get Foreman this week.
Yeah. Freaking conniving little bastard.
Hey, I have a league where I'm up to some shit. Like I'm literally not dropping a player until fucking tomorrow night. so that
No, I'm
they
doing the
can't
same
pick them
thing.
up Sunday. Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing.
Oh yeah.
But no, going back to the Chargers thing. You're absolutely correct. I mean, they finally built it up. Like I said, I mean, this team can't catch a break. It's almost as if like you have to ask yourself, it's like, does this team have the ability to put asses in seats if they can get in Lombardi? But then those are just going to be bandwagon fans at that point.
No, yeah.
So, like, at what point does the league decide, like, hey, we just got to move you, like, we got to give you a fresh start, like, you got to, like, it didn't work in San Diego, you couldn't fucking sell in San Diego, you're not selling in fucking.
I think they need to go back to San Diego.
I do think that they need to go back to San Diego.
I think they need to go back to San Diego, and I think that okay, this has nothing to do with the team on the field, okay?
Yeah. We're a football show.
This has to do with the exact same thing we have said about other teams. I've heard you say, partly joking, partly not joking, that the Cowboys will not be successful until what?
Until Jerry Jones.
The Chargers will not be successful until the Spanos family is dumbasses out of there. Okay, one of my bosses, like one of my top dog bosses at my work, vice president of the company, grew up in Carlsbad. For you that don't understand, I know Robbie does, that's why I said it.
Yeah.
For you guys that don't understand, that is a town right outside of San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
He grew up a die-hard 80s, he's a little older than me. He grew up a Kellen Winslow Sr., Dan Fouts, Lance Allworth. He has flat out told me he will not cheer for the Chargers until the Spanos family gets rid of the team. That's how bad they ruined them. And that's coming from someone that's really from San Diego. That doesn't happen often. You don't hear that. So what's that tell you? They fucked that team.
Yeah. No,
it's the way it is.
Maybe that's a curse that looms over the organization. They're always a day late and a dollar short. So I mean, that's my take on that team and that organization. We'll see what happens. I mean, we could be singing a different tune. I won't say like after this week. But I mean, because I definitely have the Chiefs. But maybe a couple weeks. But we're singing a different tune, and they can prove us wrong.
Later in the year, they're losing to the Rams. I'm calling it right now. Oh, God. They're going to lose because it's Sean McVay. Sean McVay does not lose to the Tudors.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. But the Rams are playing shit fucking football. Like, the state of California right now is San Francisco, and I fucking hate it. I hate it so much.
You know how much I hate it.
My city has two teams, and neither of them can get their shit together. So I mean, that's a thing within itself. Yeah.
And you got two teams in New York with 2 and 3 losses. What the hell?
They had to make up for the depression that we had from baseball.
Depression? You made it to the playoffs. Shut your trap. Both teams made it to the
playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs. The fuck, bro? We're the Yankees. Fuck the playoffs. We're about championships.
And you talk. Okay, we're not even gonna get into this. I will go off on your ass so bad right now,
bro. Most championships in any sport. Shuddy.
Fuck you.
Shuddy.
God. I love you, man. Gosh.
God damn it. Okay, sorry. Next topic, please.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
I don't know what it is. Next topic.
Do we want to? Well, I'm gonna let you guys pick. Do we want to do best bets or do we want to do fantasy must starts?
Must starts.
Let's do fantasy must starts then. All right. Give me 2.
All right, let me pull it up. I'm
gonna give my first one right now. Darius motherfucking Slayton.
Interesting.
What?
Fuck Detroit.
Interesting.
Hey, Jeffrey Okudah, by the way, really quick, I want to give a quick shout to Jeffrey Okudah for his first fucking NFL. you're like 3 years late, motherfucker, but
all right. So I'm gonna give. How about this? You just gave your first one. We're gonna give one at a time. Okay. We're just gonna go around and do 2 rounds.
Go ahead.
Okay. So here's mine, and you know me and my little stats. In adjusted fantasy points for against running backs, there's a team that is in very, very last place. But the team that they're playing has a running back that Taco decided to disrespect at the beginning of the show.
Fuck that guy.
My start of the week is Brian Robinson, goddammit, against the Houston Texans.
Yo, what's hilarious is it's your must start. It's one of my must starts. Everyone else on fucking NFL Network start. You're the only person that ever dared fucking shout on his name.
Brian Robinson, many men. Let's go.
Many men.
Taco, who's yours? Who's one of yours, Taco?
He's gonna get game scripted out. He doesn't do enough pass catching for me in BPRs to
Taco,
justify him over Njoku, who's gonna be a top 5 tight end once his masseuse gets back on the field.
Taco, just go. Go before I mute you.
Well,
bro, and then because of what Watson did, someone is gonna take all that anger and aggression out on him, and then he's gonna fucking get knocked out. So then you just fucking wasted all that capital to get Njoku.
All right, I got my first one.
Go.
There's just some people that you don't listen to. Not everyone is like some people are just good salesmen, and that's all that they really are.
What?
Thank you, Weeds.
Haters.
Like the fact that you made that decision based off of who gave you the information makes it even fucking worse.
How? That's not true. Because
just go.
Go.
Give your take. Go.
All right, I'll come back to this, but fuck Brian Robinson first and foremost. But
who's your
I'm sorry, Mike Williams. I'm putting it in. He's gonna play this week. He's facing Kansas.
Oh yeah, if he's playing, you have to start him.
Absolutely. Well, I know a lot of people are gonna be sketchy about starting him, and he's playing Sunday night at 8:20.
Weeds is like, yes, it is. Weeds is like, yes, it is.
But I'm playing Mike Williams without a doubt, without a hesitation. Make sure you have a spot out your IR early enough for him, and fire him up. There's nothing stopping him. I'm saying it early. Plan accordingly.
Okay, not as much as a deep flex.
I got a deep flex for you on the next one.
That was pretty chalk. I'm just being fucking honest, dog.
All right.
It was a little whack. Mike, go ahead. You got your second one ready?
You want me to give mine, or you want to do it?
Go ahead and do yours. I want to check something really quick with my second one.
All right, so mine is risky, but when it comes to a sleeper, when it comes to someone that'll get you points, you need it. And I'm expecting Matthew Stafford to be back, right? Because Wolford's out. They're going to have Stafford play, I believe.
I think I know what you're about to say.
One white boy out, another white boy in. Give me Squirrel Neck, baby.
Yep, I figured that. I figured it was gonna be Skoranek.
Deep sleeper. I have him in one league. I'll play him. I'm not saying he's going to be like a top 10, but he's going to be a guy that's not going to get shine, and he's still going to end up being like a fringe 24 receiver.
Okay.
Go, Tom.
Okay, I like that one. All right, so hang on. I had to double check here. For my second one, look, they're playing against Carolina. He's wide receiver 42.
Oh God!
There's no Rashad Bateman. Look, if I tell you like it's gotta be Devin Duvernay. Like it's gotta be Devin Duvernay.
Or is it Demarcus Robinson?
Fuck all Taco's guy. We just like, yo, I'm staying far the fuck away. Yo, Taco got Olvera correct from UFC, and now he's like big dick energy.
Bro, I've always been
Oh,
big
I
dick
see
energy.
I see the
what I am,
report you were
know what I
talking
mean?
about.
Yeah, there's
What?
no discipline.
Not true, because I got 2 for you. 2 for the price of 1.
Okay.
1, Paris Campbell. Your boy Matt Ryan is back this week. Matt Ryan, when he was playing the last couple of weeks, Paris Campbell became someone he started targeting a lot. Paris Campbell was delivering. I think Paris Campbell's going to have a great week this week. Second one, my tight end, the dude from the Broncos, DeLuch. With Judy being out and Wilson having to face the Las Vegas Raiders, who have been horrible pass defense, I think he's going to come through and provide some vital points at the tight end position when Lord knows everyone needs someone at the tight end position. I mean, Foster Monroe's another
Somebody.
one. So I got 3 for you. 3.
This isn't a must. I'm not saying this is like a must start, but I will give another one that I know someone brought up last week too. Somebody brought up last week, but I'm going to bring it up again. I don't care. The Raiders are the worst team against quarterbacks. I think Russell Wilson is a good play.
I think that Russell Wilson is a good play this week, actually.
I said that last week.
I know. That's why I said I didn't want to. That's why I didn't bring it up as one of my must starts. That's why I wanted to bring it up after the fact.
I was starting him until I just traded for Dak.
Well, I know that we were only supposed to be doing a start one, but or a must start one, but like I'm gonna give y'all a must start 3, or we were only supposed to be doing 2. I know I gave you guys Slayton. I know I gave you Duvernay. This man is rostered in 18% of leagues and 3% started. He is tight end, and he is tight end motherfucking 13. Play Tyler Conklin.
Yeah.
Play Tyler Conklin.
I'll tell you this: if Foster Monroe's on your thing, rest of the season, I like Foster Monroe considering what's going on with Waller and Hunter Renfrow just went down. Talking about 4 weeks, and this is week 11. That puts you in week 15. You're 1 week from.
I'm with the Foster Monroe take. I'm with the Monroe take.
I have Monroe in 2 leagues. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with the Monroe take. But yeah, for real though, like on the Conklin thing, like there. All right, certain things should not happen in your leagues. And a guy that is constantly always fluctuating between tight end 12, tight end 11, like that value, that he should not be available to you. Take advantage of shit like that. Players like that people are overlooking because their name isn't fucking sexy, but it's like, this is still a top 12 guy.
He did have 2 touchdowns versus the Patriots last time he faced them. And he's facing the Patriots again this week. Food for thought.
You know, let's get into best bets for the fucking weekend.
How many do I get?
Do
I get 2?
I'm gonna drop 1 because I have because you know Sunday, but you know,
can I drop?
If you want to drop 2, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna drop 2, but I'm saving 1. I want to go around the horn again.
Yep.
Okay.
The one I want to give first, division games after week 11 get kind of sketchy when it comes to over and unders. It also happens when you don't play at home, meaning neutral site games. 43.5 point under over. I'm taking the under in the Niners Cardinals Mexico City game.
God, I love that.
I think Shanahan is going to try to scheme Kyler Murray if he plays out of it, and if he doesn't play, Colt McCoy is not going to be able to succeed as much as Kyler, obviously. So I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. And if we find out that Kyler's out, I think that is actually going to drop. So if you can take it, if you really do believe that it's 43.5, I take it as fast as you can if you believe Kyler's not going to be in the game. Because the closer it gets and Kyler's out, the lower that number is going to get.
Oh yeah. One that I am gonna drop here on the show. This one's gonna be pretty juicy, and I know that a good portion of our viewer base that when they go back and watch this is gonna love it. And I'm doing this for all of our Shot Town viewers. At a plus 135, give me Chicago over the Atlanta Falcons. I think that Justin Fields is going to teach Mariota what it's really like to be a successful running quarterback in this league. The man's been going off. Yeah, the man's been going off. He's been, fighting really hard for a win. I think that this is a lot of him just to be like, you know what, fuck your playbook. Like, I'm going to do what we got to do. Seems like they're starting to get some things together. Give me a plus 135 over Atlanta. I like it. And that defense is actually, not doing bad.
Go ahead, Taco.
So mine is a parlay.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Jets money line versus the Patriots.
Oh, wait, you're giving us a whole parlay?
What?
You want to give us a whole parlay?
Yep. That's my best bet because I think the Jets are going to win in the over. Right now, the over is at 38, and I think the Jets are going to win money line. So I'm comboing that, and I'm taking the Jets in the over in that 10 wins you 47. I think that's a solid one.
Okay. I like that.
Okay, so my other bet of the week, and I'm not saying this just to say it. I picked it in my work pool. Yeah, there is money involved, so I put my money where my mouth is. At plus 140 on the money line. Lions win.
Lions win?
Over the Giants.
Okay. Lions over Giants. I like that.
Maybe.
I think it's going to be close. Money line.
I doubt it.
Let me just check one thing.
I think they're both. I do think the Giants are going to score, but I think we're going to see like an Amon-Ra St. Brown, break. No, I think he's going to have a good game.
Here, let me check one thing. I like that. So you're taking Lions over Giants?
Yep. Those are the only two I'll give out.
Alrighty. I'm like, do I want to give another underdog or?
No.
Don't bring no chalk now.
You want to wait?
I got one. If you're frozen.
If you're doing another underdog, I think you should wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the one underdog that I was about to give. I'm gonna skip.
That's why I'm not. That's why I went one over under and one underdog.
I got one more for you. I take the Cowboys over the Vikings. I'll take it money line and I'll take it with the points because they're minus 1.5. I'll take them either way. I think the Cowboys beat the Vikings this week.
Kirk Cousins is too on fire. Kirk Cousins is too on fire. All right, here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. I'll give you guys.
Passing, but one touchdown.
I'll give you guys an over under. I'll give you guys an over under. I just think that 1.5 point spread for before I give what I was going to say. I just think that a 1.5 point spread for you, Taco. Like I would maybe adjust the spread a little, and I'd maybe play it by like 3.
I like them straight up though. I think they went straight up. That's why I'll take them at the negative 1.5 that they're giving.
Dallas gets too many penalties. Dallas gets way too many penalties. Dallas gets way too many penalties for me to be able to pick them on a money line. Like with confidence to pick them on a money line. Like if I'm picking them on a money line, I'm sitting there and I'm praying. And that's what happened to me this past weekend. That's why the penalties is what I can't no more with Dallas on the money line. I'll play Dallas on a spread. And if you hit that graph button on DraftKings, it's going to give you some extra stats and shit. I'll play Dallas on a spread. Dallas on a money line. It's just too fucking volatile. Right now, and then down the stretch in November football, this is not their time.
You know what's going to be fun though? Next week for Thanksgiving, it's Giants and Cowboys.
Yep.
That's just going to be a shit show. Because the Giants, they could put up an upset in that game.
Well,
we
have enough time. We'll be able to close out. So that's why I'm gonna just make this quick, and then we can just rapid fire pick Thanksgiving games to close out. Since we're not going to be able to pick them for them. Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull up the lines.
Thanks. I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna give you guys an over under, and I know I don't usually tease these too often. I usually keep these close to my best. I am playing the under 52. But you kind of got to buy it right now. I'm gonna play the under 52 in the Kansas City game.
And I agree.
Kansas City will. Fuck, that's going way too much into my Sunday takes.
I kind of like the Chargers +5.
Just leave it.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there. I'm not gonna let you know who I have winning.
Leave it.
Yeah.
Oh, you asshole.
What did you say, Taco?
I was saying I like the Chargers +5, but I think you just said it all with what you didn't say. Let's go Chargers.
No, I have to be realistic. My co-host is a Chiefs.
That's right, because
fan.
Kadarius Toney is going to take this Chiefs team on his back this week, right?
He's off again.
Bring him back.
+5.
I know.
No. So no. Here's what you got. No, you need to get. All right, man. Fuck. We don't call Sunday night footballs, and this fucking asshole has family coming in this week. God damn it.
I'll be here in the AM.
Yeah, that's AM. That's not.
But
I'm probably gonna be with her fucking Sunday night.
Well, yeah, because she's a Chargers fan.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Right.
And I have the Chiefs. Well, I've already spoiled my pick for that one, but yo, why does homie on college basketball on CBS college basketball halftime look like fucking Dame Dash? Thanksgiving games. Let's pick those really quick. What do we got?
All right, so we have currently Buffalo at Detroit, 10-point favorite, 51.5-point over-under.
Give me Detroit.
What?
It's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving.
I'm taking Buffalo, but I would take Detroit on the spread.
You know, give me Buffalo money line. Give me Detroit on the spread, though.
Okay. Tacos game. Right now, the Giants are a 7-point dog.
I'm taking that. all day.
Y'all versus Dallas.
I mean, I knew we'd be an underdog regardless. I mean, let's face it, they have a better quarterback than us, and quarterback
43 over.
the biggest.
That's not what determines odds, but all right.
43 under.
Not odds, but if I'm playing the game and you think about it,
they have a bigger fan base than you, so more people are betting Dallas. I'm gonna get what's the spread?
43 over under.
43 over under, and what's the spread?
7.
7 right now. That's definitely gonna close. Oh god, that gap's gonna close so huge.
Especially if Dallas loses to Minnesota and the Giants beat Detroit, it's gonna close. It's gonna end up at 4.
I can't give those picks till Sunday morning. So yeah. Give me New York. Give me New York.
Okay.
Oh god, I want to go so deep into these games.
So here's the last game, and this spread is in. Here's the last game, and the spread is interesting to me.
3.5.
3.5-point favorite Minnesota over Bill Belichick.
Nobody got faith in these fucking Vikings.
And it's in Minnesota.
Nobody cares about these Vikings, bro.
Scott, that's funny. So you kind of got to buy it. So that's the one. Hold on. That's the one that you have to buy now. Give me Minnesota.
Do you really think Minnesota is this good?
Dog. Yes, give me Minnesota. Yes.
Who won? Yeah, I mean, I'm taking Minnesota in this one.
Dalvin Cook's irresistible right now. Like Dalvin Cook's playing significantly different than what he's ever. He looks completely different.
Yep.
I've never seen Dalvin look this fresh, and I think it's because the passing game is allowing him to just do what he does.
He doesn't have the old man Zimmer freaking restricting him like he's wearing a corset.
Damn, that's gonna be some great football. I'm gonna be drunk off a lot of coquito.
Starting the holidays early, huh? Usually that's
Y'all
Christmas.
don't drink coquito for fucking Thanksgiving?
That's usually Christmas.
No, we start on Thanksgiving, bro.
I still need to look up what coquito is.
Oh, it's like fucking evaporated milk and like rum and like some bunch of other shit. It's fucking delicious.
Is it basically Puerto Rican horchata?
It's like our eggnog. It's like our eggnog.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's like.
Don't call our shit horchata. We don't like that.
Horchata's
It's a
good.
spiked eggnog. That's what it is. A spiked eggnog.
Yeah, it's like a spiked
You're
eggnog.
gonna tell me, Robbie, you're gonna tell me living on the West Coast that horchata's not good?
Yeah, but that's not our shit. That's Mexican shit.
You know what
That's
nasty I see from the West
That's
Coast?
why I said, wait, this literally says Puerto Rican eggnog / horchata.
What is that
but
clamato
Google
shit?
ain't right.
What the fuck is that clamato shit that I be seeing out there in the West Coast?
Yo, I don't fuck with the clamatos, bro.
That shit looks so disgusting. I'm like, that is nasty. Like, who wants to drink that? Like, what the fuck?
Tomato alcohol.
Oh.
I'll be quiet on that one.
What kind of like intolerance do you have that you went to tomato alcohol? Like, you must be allergic to a lot of shit. Like, nope, can't have barley. Nope, can't have wheat. What can I try? Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck does that? It's gotta be a weird fuck to invent that.
Yo,
fuck, man.
I've dated a lot of women that they love that shit. They love that shit. And they be eating their fucking spicy hot Cheetos with that shit too. Like the fuck. And they be fucking dancing on a dance floor and just out of nowhere fucking pull out like some fresh fucking fruit, a bottle of tahini. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, don't fuck with the tahini. People will kill you out here if you fuck with the tahini.
Yo, the tahini is real, bro. Like, you catch hands over tahini. Like how we are with adobo, bro. That's how they motherfuckers are with the tahini.
There's like probably 4 big bottles of tahini at my work right now.
What the fuck?
I have tahini in my cabinet from my fucking ex, dog. Like I'm like, yeah.
Is it like a hot sauce?
Have you had tahini on watermelon?
It's a seasoning. It's a seasoning.
Have you had tahini on watermelon?
Yeah, I had tahini on watermelon, bro.
Yeah,
really?
Good.
Bro, have you seen the women that I date?
Yes, I have.
Man, that's crazy.
Robbie, set it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, shout out to our sponsors. Champions Round, link is in the description. $12 entry. Get 7 right out of the 12 on our daily dozen. You win $2,400. So make sure you download the app, check it out, use our link in the description. GLD, get iced out. It's the holidays. Show up to that office holiday party looking fresh, or the family, get-togethers, ugly Christmas sweater parties, and everything. Set your outfit off with a fresh ass chain this holiday season. March Madness coming up. You can get your favorite March Madness team on a chain, so on and so forth. Promo code GLDGRUM. Let's see what else. All 22. Big up to all 22. Promo code Rumboyz. 40% off the subscription price, and also promo code Rumboyz for monkeyknifefight.com for all your player prop needs. Other than that, do y'all have anything that you want to shout out?
All I want to say, in case some of the people that are watching are not going to watch the game on Monday or Sunday, happy gobble gobble day, people.
Happy Thanksgiving, motherfuckers. Taco
Gobble,
anything?
gobble.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Everybody stay blessed, stay healthy. Make sure you eat the fuck up, and let's go Giants.
We'll see them Sunday. We'll be here Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yo, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls and what it do. Dilly dilly. We love and appreciate you.
Peace.